don't know, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. It's that's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but I'm a it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place.
And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo?
Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. It's that's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but I'm a it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay.
bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the New York Giants.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Time with Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Jones now on 1st and 10. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. On second down, here's Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And Tate's got it. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
First down, Giants.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton.
Jones pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, Jones looking deep downfield. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. CD, that call, it took some guts. It's not like they were at the 1-yard line. They had some distance to go.
They certainly did, and, you know, a lot of people might say that's fly by the seat of your pants type of coaching, but it's also sending a message out there. We're going to be unpredictable. You can't prepare for anything with us. You never know which way we're going to go. We zig, you zag.
And now some serious opening drive momentum.
Tariq Cohen on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
20.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get me. Great.
Throwing again. Newton. And he completes it to Cohen. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
At the 40-yard line.
This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They run with Patterson. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Running back.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Newton. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st.
Chicago Bears. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants 7, Bears nothing.
Here's Newton. The quick slant caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Giants.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Giants.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
A first down carry for Barkley. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 31 yards there and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Again, the ball carrier.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football.
And he lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30, 10, and they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Backbreaker, that'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. They'll run here with Freeman. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? He'll try to punch it in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the time when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half. And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting. Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Jones on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail. Here's Jones. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy. Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out. Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A shotgun snap for Newton. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the gun, here's Newton. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for his rookie Cole Kmet that time. And it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. That is caught by Cohen. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Let's go. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. 4 down.
To the air again, Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Brings up second down.
On second down, Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now Newton on first down. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check three. 8. Gun.
From the gun, Newton. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Newton throwing again. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Brought down by James.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
7-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
Former first-round pick Leonard Floyd is no longer with the Bears, so they signed Robert Quinn to replace him as a sack guy. And Robert Quinn just got one right there. Had 11.5 sacks last year with Dallas. The best since his lone all-pro season in 2014. And I know the Bears are his 4th team in 4 years after stints with the Rams, Dolphins, and Cowboys. But don't be fooled by that. Robert Quinn still has a lot of juice left in his tank.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during the ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On first down, it's Newton. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
At the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time. 4 yards.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Good job there defensively to push them back on first down. I'm not sure if this is 4-down territory or not because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score. But you know that's not what they're thinking right now.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson there to make the grab. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, Barkley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout.
No gain.
But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
And it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. The shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Barkley. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Giants, it was a great all-around performance.